Previously on the painting bed. Hello everyone, my name is Ivan and this is new episode of my process of creating illustration for Blizzard Ultimate Fan Art Challenge. I want to apologize that at the last episode I've mentioned that in this one I will show you, among others, my rendering settings, but there were much more content that I could show you. So in this episode there will be only a process of creating composition in 3D. So in the next episode there will be render settings and the beginning of the process of overpaint in Photoshop. So let's get back to creating composition in 3D. What do we have at the beginning? We have 3D models that we set into pose previously, and we have composition sketch. It's very loose, but it's quite okay. So we need to capture that composition that's on the sketch and repeat in 3D. How do we start our process? First thing, we should create our new camera and make resolution settings proportional to the composition sketch. Useful option for camera settings here is camera resolution gate. It allows you to see where the borders of the final image will be. And as a part of my process, I set new materials. I made Tychus blue and I made Anubarak gray a little bit, so I could easily read the silhouette of the Tychus. It's very crucial to the final composition. After I've put Anubarak and the Tychus for the places, I start making environments and I use very low poly cubes for that. Of course, I could spend some time to make a rock sculpt in ZBrush and using Decimation Master export it into Maya, but I think it's not very important to get a ton of details from the background, because I will definitely overpaint it a lot and a lot of details could be changed, maybe some general forms could be changed. So major use here for the cubes is that they could get me some perspective, they could get me some light on the render, and they could bring me some material to overpaint. At the last episode I've mentioned such things as fakes in 3D, and in this episode I'll continue to use them. For example, I'll use my animation tool Lattice to adjust Tychus pose, to adjust dynamic of his body. You could even use that for fake perspective if you want to get feeling like a different perspective on a different object. So it's really powerful tool to make fakes in 3D, and it's pretty cool tool to use it as a modeling. Now I'm creating placeholders for swarm of the Anubarak bugs. But now I think it wasn't really necessary, because the placement wasn't good enough, and I think I will change it later in Photoshop. At the end of this episode I'll show you how to create the bug for Anubarak. I couldn't find a reference in high resolution, so it's designed pretty general. It's one of the many bugs that could be loyal to Anubarak. And I think this is it for this episode. I hope you guys like it. If you don't want to miss the next episode, please hit subscribe button. On the next episode I'll show you the rendering settings and the beginning of the process of overpainting Photoshop. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave it on the comments below the video. I really appreciate your support, and this is it. Goodbye.